All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Miami Dolphins taking on the NFC champions, the San Francisco 49ers. Alongside my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We are honored to be here for the biggest spectacle in sports, the Super Bowl. Are you ready, partner?
I am more than ready, and I love the word you used, honored, because it is an honor to be here. It's a privilege to be here. My excitement is just about to burst through the booth. I can't wait to do this.
Well, and sitting with both of these teams and talking in the meetings and media day and all the hoopla that goes into this, there was one common theme. They're ready to stop the talking and start playing football.
Yeah, they were probably ready a while ago. Now they can just focus on it. It's done. The only talking they have to worry about now is post-game, and they hope that they'll be talking as the winning team.
And we'll see. You know, both sides come in with a game plan to start. We'll see how the adjustments are made throughout, because there are always adjustments in this game.
I want to see if they come out conservative, trying to minimize errors, or if they have enough confidence to attack early and try and take advantage of the other team's nervousness.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Yeah, that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
13. White. 65. Hey, echo.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Man open, that's Robert Foster, complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
No, not McMillan.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
11.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
20. Check safety. 13. Go ahead.
He's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Oh,
the Niners
no.
have the first down on a gain of 11.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. On first down, here's Breida. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 13 yards there and a Niner first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Hey, Charlie.
55 to Mike. Check.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by
Let's go.
And the return
Let's
will
go.
stop right around the 25.
Good read,
They
boy.
told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need
let's
some
hit
plays
back.
from our
Let's hit
defense
back.
here
Let's
on the
hit
road
back right
early.
here.
They got one.
And don't think
Let's
they
go,
were
boy.
above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that
Big,
happen,
that's big.
guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Let's go. It was a pick.
Set, ready? 18 Gators.
26 to Mike. Marcus, defense, Marcus.
Nice, man.
Watch out, watch out, watch out. 6-6, pull it high. Be careful.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, Alpha.
29 is Mike. Mike, 29. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. 29 is Mike.
Go.
He'll look to throw. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Ready, ready.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Long day. That's going to be a long
Fight.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Running, it's Drake. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Go.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw.
Oh, that's a bad pass.
Going to be knocked away
I was
and
trying to do that.
incomplete.
I was not trying to
So
do
it
it.
doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Let's see how he's going to have to win this game.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Let's go, Beagle.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Vince Beagle, the one to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
21. Check 26, check 26. Flag. Take that.
Garoppolo. Open man is Kroon, the tight end. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Here we go. Like 80. Get the ball. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. One, Omaha. Hey, wahoo.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Returnable for Grant. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready? 46, Bravo.
46 to Mike.
2nd and 9 now. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Parker unable to get that one. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
He got all the way over.
Here we go. Like 80. Check 1, Omaha.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They go counter with Breida. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Oh.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. On the ready.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down.
Check 37. Check 37.
29 is the mic.
Five.
D-back, let's go. Pick it up, D. 29 is the mic.
And ready.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll find his tight end, Seals Jones.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Check 31. Check 31.
Hey, exit.
29 is the mic. Mic 29.
Get it.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way.
29 is the mic. Mic 29.
He'll drop to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads. They don't let...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Coaching spell.
A run for Nick Chubb. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On first down, Drake. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Chubb on the counter. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
First foray into the red zone for Miami. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. From the gun, it's Drake. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
132 fighter.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. His 2nd catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here we go. 50, plant.
They'll give it to Chubb. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
They come out here in the I.
Indy. 56. Time to go night night. Like 56 to Mockball. 56. Check 56. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Leo. Snap.
They'll try again with Chubb. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. They held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal.
Check 13. Check 13.
On the toss play, this is Drake. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami.
Let's go.
Punching it in from a yard away as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Rosas good with the extra point. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, 1st down. 13 yards there and a Niner first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 2 minutes remain in this opening half of Super Bowl 55. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. This is Breida. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Like 20! I'm here all day. Out.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here we go.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
11. Hey, Haywood.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. 20. Open man, here's Foster. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely look for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain.
Check that. No. 21.
They run with Breida. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
White. Hey, team 6.
That's trash. Mike 28.
Lock. Hey, Zoo. Go ahead.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
That's trash, man.
At the 42-yard line.
That's so trash. So trash. I cannot believe it.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
29 is the mic.
Hey, high 7.
Check. 29 is the mic.
Ready?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
X3, 218,
They'll set up a throw. And that's caught left side. Seals Jones with it. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Go!
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, his 2nd sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual lock.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 73 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
When you're thinking about your opening drive in the 3rd quarter, you're thinking about exactly that, putting together a drive. But instead, what did we get?
Big pass downfield, touchdown. I thought, okay, just sitting back in my chair, let's get eased in, a couple runs. No, boom.
Yeah, forget the body blows, folks. Let's throw the big shot right now.
Let's go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Got it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
General West.
Hey, 4 down. 4 down. Check 43.
Looking to throw. And he hits Drake. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now, they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, Alpha!
Mike 29. Come on. 29 is Mike. Mike 29. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. 29 is Mike. Mike 29.
Back to throw here. It's complete to Drake. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Chubb on first down, no room to roam as he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Second and 10 at the Niners' 43-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
I'm coming! Slam! Hey! Wahoo! Snap!
Second and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on third and 4. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this first and 10. Now back to throw. Short throw. This is Seals-Jones with it. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Second and 5. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? He will push his way down to about the 14. In on the stop, it was Travarius Moore.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Here's second and 8. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They're going to look to throw. He's got his man. That's Landry. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of...
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown.
Let's go.
Taking it in from 2 yards out, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. That one goes for 24 yards.
How?
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
I got this.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Bobby McCain on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 15-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Check it back. Check.
Rush in. Hey, gun.
Check 1 check
11. Check 3. Under 10. 10. White. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Check 15.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throw left side complete. It's Sanders. And across the chalk into the end zone. That's a 49er touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready up.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, fight.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
36. Bravo. Go.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down.
Mike 29. 3 bud. 29 is Mike 29.
Bud.
29 is Mike 29. All day, dog. Joker.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Let's go.
Devontae Parker, 75 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Rosas good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Defense, come on. Don't want the ball.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's get to this nigga, man. Oh.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Taco Charlton in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
I got this. Hey, exit. 21. Here we go. Man.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. open receiver complete. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
That's how you thought a nigga. You thought that nigga, man. That's how you thought him. Nigga, yaga, nigga. We from the hood, nigga.
Coaching, execution, and
woo, that's a good ass hit.
A lot of guys will look at the score.
Put him on his backside.
This thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our team a chance to win it.
Out.
And that's exactly what they did.
Ready? 46. 46 to mark. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go.
A give running right.
Oh, get out of there, Chubb. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You don't give up.
His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the
Team fight.
Dolphins are going to jump back in front. He's giving him a little jolt. Just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
Let's go, defense.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball.
Good.
And simply saying, I want to win.
So now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Shit, try it again. Send some.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Send some at him. He can't be comfortable. Just send some. One play. One play. Send some at him. See what he do.
They got to make up for that here.
We still going to spotlight the niggas that we know. We know who you want to go to.
Than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the
watch that run.
Away, get yourself set to play defense.
We know who you want to go
when
to.
You turn it over. It changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Yeah, there we go.
You know, first down. Side. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Woo, if man working on the run, it's going to be hard.
So that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about.
Well, y'all hard at. Come on,
He's
defense.
definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop
Let's
before
go.
it turns into something big.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. On 3rd down.
Let's go, Momo. That's me, y'all. That's User. User.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Let's go, offense.
Here comes the 49ers punter now.
Let's go, offense.
Kick it away for the 2nd time.
Let's go, offense.
Here comes Grant on the return.
Oh. No, he didn't. Boy.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Don't get cute. I can't fake him, though.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Delta.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Yo. 29 is Mike. Mike 29. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike 29. Here we go. Check 3.
Go out. Get it.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline. You need to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Watch. Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
He broke on that shit. So he ran to the blitz side. Dang, I almost scored there, huh?
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45.
12.
Now it's Breida. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And Super Bowl 55 down to the final 2 minutes. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
One, Omaha.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Here we go.
Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
11. Hey, shoot.
Garoppolo to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
That last pass catch short of the marker by just a yard. Leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Let's get off the field. Lock. You got that right there. Big ass.
Christian, travel. Hey, alert.
This is Mostert. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. He's got the first down inside the 10 and all the way down to the 5. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 5-yard touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Gold with the extra point, so it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready, set.
56. Mike's 56. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on.
Hey, I 7.
56. Mike 56. Right there. 56.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Back to throw. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. A gain of 6 there on first. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Mike 56. Mike 56. I got one.
61. Matchbox white.
Running from the shotgun with Dre. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
How he miss him, man? How did he miss him?
What a Super Bowl this has been, and the biggest play comes now. It's 4th down.
Mike 29.
He'll look to throw. And he finds Seals-Jones complete. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Now Aldrick Rosas for the field goal attempt. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Now Aldrick Rosas for the field goal attempt. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And it is no good. Can you believe another Super Bowl ends with a kick miss wide to the right? An absolute heartbreak here in a wild finish. And the San Francisco 49ers will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl champions. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.